Welcome students, welcome once again to my channel. This is our first tutorial of real numbers, and in this chapter we will discuss real number is. To make your knowledge more clear, we will not only discuss about what real is exactly is real number, we will also discuss the whole numbers, natural numbers, rational numbers, irrational numbers, complex numbers and other type of numbers. To make these videos get started, we will first write here numbers. To make you understand this topic very clearly, I am starting it from the numbers, and this numbers includes of whole number. So let me first write whole number. So what is a whole number? A whole number are simple numbers of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all whole numbers. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 dot 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 are all whole numbers. Okay, but half, 1.1, 5 by 6 are not considered as a whole number. So this one is considered as a whole number, but this one is not considered as a whole numbers. The next term is coined is a counting numbers. This is practically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and it leaves 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and it's practically without the 0 part. If 0 is there, we will not consider as a counting number. And then comes a natural number. The natural number are consisting of whole number and a counting number. So natural numbers are counting numbers, okay, and whole numbers. These are considered as the natural numbers. Next term is a very important, which is integers. I hope you have already heard this word integer many times, but this is a clear definition of integers. Integers are whole numbers, but they also include the negative values. But what they doesn't include? They doesn't include the fractions. So in integers, no fraction is allowed. See, this can be integer. Minus 3, 1, minus 3, 0 are all integers because they are whole numbers. So 0 is there in the whole number, so all numbers are there. 4, 5, 6, these are all integers, but it cannot consist of this number. Half, minus 3 by 7, minus 2 by say 4. So this cannot be considered as integers, but this one considered as integers. The next term is the rational number. What is a rational number? A rational number is made by dividing two integers. That means if we write p by q, then p has to be an integer, q has to be an integer, and the condition is that q cannot be equals to 0, because if q becomes 0, then this fraction doesn't exist. This has to be a simple fraction, okay, then only this number is considered as a rational number. And also the ratio and there should be exist a ratios, that's why it's rational. So there should also consist of a ratio, that is 3 by 2 consists of a ratio of 3:2, and also this can be a decimal, but it is also a 3 and 2 are all integers, so that is why it is called a rational number. The next is irrational. The irrational numbers are say √2. The √2 is an irrational because it comes 1.414 dot dot dot. It's a never ending and non-terminating. So that's why it is √2 is considered as irrational. Similarly, pi is 3.14159 dot 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 dot. Hence this is also no ratio and hence irrational numbers. So these are all irrational numbers. If we now come to our main topic, which is real numbers. What is exactly a real number? If I say what is exactly a real number, we have already discussed real number. Yes, we have already discussed real number. We have discussed whole number. So whole number, rational number and irrational number all considered as real numbers. So whole numbers I have discussed, counting numbers, discussed natural number, discussed integer, discussed rational, irrational, real number are all discussed. There is another concept called imaginary number, which consists of also infinity numbers. We consider as infinity numbers. All these consist of imaginary numbers. So these imaginary numbers are not there in the syllabus. Fine. The next is the real number plotting on a number line. Say this is a number line and this one is marked as 0. The right hand side is considered as a positive, the left hand side is considered as negative. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is there, -1, -2, -3, minus 4 are there. So these numbers, these are called positive numbers, these are negative numbers. These are left hand side is negative, this right hand side is positive, the center is a 0. Now if we need to point any number from there, we can point it using this number line. So these are practically a very short definitions of all the numbers. We will discuss more once we solve each and every sum from the exercises.